Hello, I'm Sena, and I'm youth worker since 5 years.
Hello, everybody. This is my voice, and this is the voice of Atina. I am a youth worker pretty freshly. I have been volunteering in a youth center for the past 8 years, and I did also international volunteering, where we did big city volunteering and also very rural youth work.
I'm Margarita. I have not that much experience with youth work, but I'm interested in it, and I'm also very interested in the way different people interact with in different environments.
Hello everyone, I'm Anna. I'm not a youth worker, but I have some experience in rural youth work, and I'm interested to learn more about it from our girls here that have a lot of experience.
We will gonna discuss about rural youth work. What is the rural youth work and what is the difference than the youth work? Firstly, I will gonna say my opinions, and if it's you need to add something. So, youth work is doing something with youths, youngsters, by volunteering or no matter the type of how you do. So youth work is for the youth improvement you are working in any kind of place. Example, you can do this youth work for the improve the personal development side or psychological side. Every type of improvements we are adding in youth works. So what are you thinking?
For me, rural youth work is just like a subcategory of youth work, and going deeper into the youth work and specializing where are we going to work.
Yeah, and you are giving more attention if you are in rural area. Of course, youth work is every time you need to give attention, but if you go rural area, you can't guess how it's bad maybe, but maybe you will get see it is not really bad, so you will take an attention to who is in this rural area about youths. In rural area youth work and youth work is we are doing so many activities, especially in rural area. Volunteering is more important than the normal area. In rural area we do volunteering with everyone. Who is in that rural area, the adults, youngsters. We are creating new volunteering activities with everyone. So in that community, volunteering is how helping the people.
You can see the impact right away with kids. If you help them help themselves, you can see the happiness, you can see the way they start thinking, the way the next time they will do it by themselves. And you can also see the different mindsets. This is especially in rural areas. A lot of times the discrimination is even worse. Maybe it's because of lack of knowledge or information. A lot of things actually.
Few opportunities, they don't have maybe economic opportunities. So you are right actually. There is diversity, is so big diversity, and it can be about the ethnical discrimination they can face it on their life. So while volunteering activities, we are trying to include the people and in the same area. So youth work is showing how it's important in these places. So can you say me about in the how we can react, how we can show the including activities to youths?
I think you guys have some personal experience about this.
I feel like that in rural areas, the what is needed the most and what is the biggest problem is like lack of not education but availability of being able to learn new things. Like if you don't have people that are gonna teach you, you won't be able to learn new things because it's not accessible to you, it's not available to you, which is why we want to motivate people to go and volunteer. Because if you know something, if you love some topic, if you're passionate about it, you don't have to be an expert, but you can go and try to help those people raise awareness. Just for example, in my personal experience, I'm really good with languages, mathematics, and coding, and I wanted to help others, especially the people that cannot find this at home. Maybe their parents don't know, they cannot teach them, which is why I went to volunteer in Sri Lanka. And I chose a rural area, of course, because I didn't want to go to a big city, because people living in urban areas, they already have access to a lot of things. So I was staying at the campus, which was also like a Buddhist temple and a meditation center. It was in the middle of forest. We were surrounded by forest, by animals. We also had a big lake, and there was a lot of people there. We had monks and nuns. We had a lot of students coming from all over Sri Lanka, different ages, from 18 and up, and they were living at this campus. So they had classes each and every single day. But we also had kids. We also had kids coming from nearby villages, because when they go to their school, which is mandatory after this, they love to come to this campus, to the temple, because at the campus there's more possibilities for them. They can
Socialize.
Yes, they can socialize with people, with monks, with volunteers, because at this place we had volunteers coming from all over the world. For example, I'm from Serbia. I had friends that are from the Netherlands, India, Romania, Egypt, Turkey, and they just love to come and to meet new people and to, as you said, to socialize. And also, it's just because they have more possibilities, because at campus we had, they call it lab, but it's just a place where they have 30 or maybe more, maybe less, I'm not sure, computers. And when they come here, they can study, or they can just entertain themselves, because they don't have phones at home, they don't have internet, they don't have anything. So when they come here, they love to study, to maybe read something, watch a TV show together, play games together, and stuff like that.
And their diversity area is helping them to improve every station of life, we can say, because they are also improving their communication style in that temple. They learning so many things from each other, so this diversity is making them actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we have, when the kids are in question, we have kids different ages, so they are also learning to be more open and free and to speak, because we were also trying. We had a lot of classes, and we were trying to include everyone. We don't want just the older kids to speak. We want kids that are also 5 years old, that come with their older siblings. We also want them to speak, but we also have to be careful not to force them, not to. We have to make them feel safe and open, because if we scare them, for example, on the first class, maybe they're not gonna come tomorrow.
That's right.
And Anna, can I ask you, like, how was the reaction, not for the computers, not for the new knowledge, but how was the reaction to you? Like, you were a bunch of different people, different from them, and different in between. How was that for them?
Well, first of all, because I'm from Europe and we have different mindset, and some of the things that I was telling them, they were really surprised by it, because they're really closed people. They have first of all, they are Buddhists, which is not a religion, it's just kind of a mindset, but it's teaching them that you're not supposed to get attached to anything, not even your mother, not your family, anything, especially not nothing materialistic or material.
Yeah.
Not nothing
Material.
nothing material. And for example, for me, that's impossible. And I told them, but I cannot do that. Like, of course I'm gonna get attached to my phone, to my camera, to my family especially, and even my friends. Like, even here, like, to this group, I'm gonna get attached to us sitting here and speaking and discussing things. But for them, that they don't feel the same. And I was surprised to see that the situation was like this, and that people are not really close to each other. Maybe students that are studying together and, friends, but people in general, they're not close to each other. They don't believe each other. They're not connected. They're not close. And I was surprised, because I thought that in rural areas, it's completely the opposite. I thought they're close. They're like one society. They're sticking together. They're doing things together. but in the end I was surprised.
That is very surprising because when I was volunteering in Turkey, I saw the complete opposite of it. People in rural areas are incredibly close. Everyone knows each other, they co-work together, as in, like, if someone has a cow and someone else needs milk, the other person would probably gonna give some milk to the other one because they need it. And also in schools, all of the children are together and everyone's playing together and no one is pushed away, even if they have birth disabilities or differences or something is weird with them. No one is ever pushed away. Everyone plays together because there's not a lot of them. So like pushing someone away, it's even less of you. And well, I was working with you like actual young children of like, what was it, Senna? How old were the kids?
They are youngsters, we can say,
Like,
but there is like minimum 7 or 6 to 15 probably. And in that side of, generally if you go to rural area, they are studying even all together in one class. For all the students are there. Because there are few people and there's no other option. They need to be together and they need to learn together.
Yeah,
to
we have the
everything.
same in Serbia.
that happens.
And I want to talk about my one of memory. When I was in Georgia border, I went for project, and I saw the same diversity to there. It was diversity, but with so few opportunities. In the rural area, that's the one of bad side of. But with these all bad things, they are still staying together. They are still including their self to every games. So for my project, when I go there, my responsibilities are just playing some game with them and making a good connect, or touching their heart, doing some like years later I want to them remind me good. So I just try to putting cute memories to them. So I ask their.
You just realize how small you are and how your problems are small and people are dealing with a lot of things.
How privileged you are.
Yes, exactly. And like you want to help them and you may be able to help a few of them and just for a certain amount of time, but you're not gonna make the lasting solution. And like I would not feel at ease because I would just want to help everyone and just to help you, like not just once but like in a permanent solution, which I think it's really hard.
Yeah, I agree. And but you see, after do something, you cannot catch the all people. You cannot help to everyone because there's so many people. You are trying to do something. For example, they don't, as you said, with these few opportunities. Even I want to say something. Once that time, some girls came to us. We were 25% in that project, and these girls are 14, 15 years old. They are kinda youths yeah. So they came and they asked me, "Wow, your bus is so beautiful. Can we see inside?" I was in a shock. And still, when I'm thinking, I'm getting upset because these girls are 15, 16 years old and they saw the bus first time. So I cannot explain her in a city, in a capitals.
It's normal.
Yeah, that's normal, and I get tired of to use that buses. But for her, it's first time, and it was really big experience to see that bus. And when I asked them, what is your dream for the future? What you want to do is any kind of? They said me, I want to always play with kites. And they tried to do by their own stuff with boxes, something, but it doesn't work. So when I heard this, their dream, we can make it through their dreams.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah, and we visit again that border and with kites, and we play with them. When they saw the kites, you need to see their face,
Yeah,
how they happy. Like it's just really basic things for us, but it's really big thing for them. So when we go to that rural area, we can't imagine what will happen. Even you says there is nothing. You are saying.
yeah, I was expecting something and I got something completely opposite. And we can also see that people in rural areas sometimes maybe they don't even know what their possibilities are. For example, if you ask me about my dream, I would say something much bigger than like playing with kites all the time.
Thank you for sharing all that, because really it's the way that I get to know more about youth work. And the interesting thing is all of that you described, I have seen it in different environments. Because maybe I'm not in youth work, but in rural areas I can also see the impact of new things coming to people that I have never experienced that. And it's really interesting that when you do that on purpose, you can do, I think, really great things. So yes, I just want to say to you guys that I really appreciate it, and I just want to say that you should take care of yourself, because you take care of others. So have someone for you too.
Thank you everyone for listening. We hope that we brought this topic closer to you and we explained some things right and we made you feel inspired. And who knows, maybe we will meet one day volunteering somewhere together.